From time to time, Michael, Jerry Jones will say you would be surprised by the size of the check that I would write if it would guarantee a Super Bowl victory. And it usually comes up in the context of the salary cap. My hands are tied by the salary cap. If we didn't have a salary cap, you would be surprised by the size of the check that I would write if it guaranteed a Super Bowl victory. And it dawned on me at some point this year, we would be surprised by the size of that check because it would be so small. Because I think at the core,
right,
Jerry Jones is cheap, and he's done a hell of a job of hiding it in the salary cap era. He and Mike Brown, who are diametrically opposed on the surface and have fought notoriously over things like Brown's chronic refusal to sell the naming rights to the stadium where the Bengals play until they realized we better get some money because we got a quarterback who's pretty good and we want to keep him. Jerry Jones and Mike Brown are bound on one factor. They are both cheap. At least Brown is open about it. Jerry tries to hide it. Jerry tries to conceal it. You mentioned Dak and CeeDee Lamb. You're going to sign him anyway. Why the hell are you dragging your feet, kicking and screaming to do it at the last possible minute when you could have done it back when Clarence Hill asked him the question, are you all in? And it was the context, the usual sense of all in. Poker chips, middle of the table, all in. Yeah, we're all in. We're all in. And then he gaslit us all into all in being something other than all in. It became, we're very motivated, not we're going to do everything possible. We're going to spend every dollar. We're going to make a big bet on this season. So I came to the conclusion when they were spinning their wheels with Dak, CeeDee, and they got a gift in Micah Parsons who didn't hold out and should have. He should not be playing for $3 million this year, period. They got lucky with that. I came to the conclusion when it comes to dealing with their young, talented players, they are cheap, they are short-sighted, and they aren't as smart as they think they are.
Yeah, and to your point, the cash spending is not great over the last 10 years for the Cowboys. They are at near the bottom of the league, and most people, because we spend so much time talking about the Cowboys and the focus is on them because they are entertaining and they've got some natural storylines, and they got Jerry. Jerry always says something that hooks us. Most people don't think that about the Cowboys being one of those cheap teams. But when it comes to cash spending, they really are. And if you look at the CeeDee Lamb contract situation, not that this is everything, but just think about workplace dynamics when everybody knows. Everybody in the locker room knows who are our best two offensive players. Well, Dak and CeeDee and Zach, Dak. No, one or two. One of them is one of them is two. Just take your pick. And you're holding those guys up. And it's affecting training camp. And it's affecting timing and rhythm. So on the field, it's a problem because you don't have CeeDee Lamb there. Not that he needs some grueling, old-school two-a-day training camp, but he should be there. But symbolically, in the workplace, and just think about it. If they're doing that to this guy, he's our best. It's so simple. He should be here. If they're doing that to him, what's the message to the rest of us? It's just unnecessary. You're going to sign him. You respect him. He had over 100 catches last year. He had 10 or 11 100-yard games. Just record-setting across the board. Just go ahead and sign him. Why are we doing this where you got to wait until the last second to bring back a guy that you like? It's just, I just don't think he has thought of like the ripple effect of just that, the thoughtlessness of just waiting an extra 6 weeks. Think about it that way. An extra 6 weeks to sign CeeDee Lamb. It's foolish.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.